directing I believe it was the Norfolk District Army Corps of Engineers to evaluate testing facilities as temporary hospital sites.
Yes.
When exactly was that request made, and why the need to expand the capacity of hospital sites in Virginia?
It's a great question. The question is, when was the decision made to look at alternative sites and when that was necessary? To date, it has not been necessary, but preparation is everything here. And if one looks at the curves of the hospitalizations that we're seeing, of the increased cases that we're seeing, not only here in Virginia but in other areas of the country, we anticipate overburdening the capacity of our current healthcare system. And so we see that coming. We want to prepare for that. And so with the help of our Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Carlos Hopkins, we have been in touch and communication with the Corps of Engineers, and we are actively looking at sites in different regions around Virginia so that we can increase the capacity for bed space if we need to. And I would also say that when we increase capacity for bed space, we also need increased capacity for equipment, which I outlined, and also for staff. And so we're working on all of that together.
That because of increased testing, and if so, can you talk about how testing has increased in public versus private lab testing?
Yes, Greg, the question was we're seeing a spike in the number of cases in public labs, and it's really twofold.
He's already gone! Shoot him!
To do more testing. That's there. We've seen that across the country. And it's also clear, Greg, we've got community spread now. That is quite obvious. And so because of those two reasons, the numbers are increasing. I will ask Dr. Peak, actually, to comment on the availability of testing as we are today.
I can't believe this.
We'll get used to it.
So, as the governor said, we are seeing an increase because of both increased testing and increased cases. And at this point, the lab, more of the cases that are getting reported to us are from private labs than the state lab.
Don't let him in!
So your question is, do the private labs have a different pace of testing than the state lab does? And do you mean the turnaround time to receive the test? Yes, and typically for most of the private labs, it is taking them longer to provide the test results back to the provider.
That's our cue to get
just to add on what Dr. Peak has said.
Couldn't agree more.
Commercial labs, lab report requests are generally in the 4 to 6 day turnaround time. But in addition to the state lab, we also have the rise and capability and capacity in health system and university laboratories. So UVA as well as VCU and other health systems are developing their own labs, and their, UVA has been online for a number of days, so their turnaround times are similar to we have at the state lab in the 8 to 12 and certainly 24-hour range. So the benefit of testing will be both capacity but also the type of testing. As you can imagine, if there's someone with a syndrome like COVID-19, the governor has outlined just how intensive the use of PPE can be. But if we're able to rule out COVID-19 and influenza, then often the intensive protection equipment can be downgraded to another level. So being specific about whether a patient has or does not have COVID-19 in a rapid period of time is an important tool.
Buy more.
I wanted to let y'all know it's a park area. You know where Ripon is at? And they made, you know where all that slushy stuff was? They made a big old ramp. And it's for families to go out there, and you can walk out there, and the kids can take their skateboard and everything, and it's like a wooden walk, and you go all the way across, and then you can look at the top, then you can go further down. You know where Ripon Middle School at?
And they made it for this virus?
Huh?
They made it for this virus, or just there?
No, it's just there. I'm just saying something that y'all can go out and do. You know, you get tired of being stuck up in the house and the kids can go run. You know, it's real nice and the kids can go run and you can walk. Ripon.
And Woodbridge?
Yeah, you know where Ripon Middle School is, don't you? Yeah. Right there. If you remember, used to be a little park.
Very good question.
So that's what I'm saying. So once you get off Bravo,
Go turn that 7-Eleven and go straight over there.
Would it be on the right or the left?
It's on the right side. And it's just, I mean, it's so pretty. But I've been going out there and exercising. That's where we've been going every evening. And the kids are enjoying that. And, you know, that way they can run and run.
The image pay by
went to Buddy's house and whatever. He like being around his sister. See, if I let Kamari stay around his mama now, I ain't gonna have him when he's 15 or 16 and say he wanna come, he wanna go live with his mama. He gets experience early. And you guys, y'all don't be, everything gonna work out better for you guys. And Mikey, you know what? You really need to get in some family time and get to know your family while you got this time. And get yourself off of this.
They let him go because that's what they're doing.
Well, you know, that's good. He can talk. Y'all do better. Get food stamps next.
You know what they just said? Anybody who gets approved for unemployment is going to get an additional $600 on top of whatever they get approved.
Hell, this right here gonna be good for everybody.
I was like, damn, let me hurry up and give me my money. Because my job already said we is not denying nobody's unemployment. It ain't like...
And you can get it for 4 months. So you got it to July, you know, so while you can, learn your family, do things with your family. Your little boy want to play baseball now. Go out there and do the baseball with him. You know, get out of yourself and do the right thing about your family and get to know everybody. You got to be careful with Michaela on the phone 2, 3, or 4 o'clock in the morning. Because see, he may be the little girl, but he could be a pervert on that phone too. That's really dangerous.
They about to not think they're not about to do school.
Yep, and get them busy. Yep. And y'all just try to enjoy each other and make decisions about what y'all gonna get married or whatever y'all gonna do. You know, y'all gonna be together, you gonna get married, you gonna get your house, you know. Set yourself some goals because you gotta have something. Wait a minute.
Who's that, a Moore?
Yeah, you wanna play the game with you.
He got one of them.
Learn, get to, let me tell you what Mama
He grinding for playing this
Let
one.
me tell you this right here.
I was out
Let me tell you what he said. When I'm, you know, when I'm crying and screaming and going on the other day when my sister said she was going to take 2 weeks to my television. Well, I'm sitting up there crying and he said, Nana, why are you crying? I said, because God is just so good, Momo. God is so good. He said, well, God is so good. Can I give you a popsicle?
Oh, shit.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
So I tried to ignore him. I said, oh. He said, Nana, tell me. I said, God is just so good. He said, Nana, I said, God is so good. Can I go down there and give you a popsicle? I said, yeah, go get the popsicle. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes,
and he be so serious, like, oh, I didn't say what I said.
God is so, because you know what, Mikey? That infection is an upper respiratory infection. And you smoke all of them damn cigarettes, that'll tear your lungs up. So you need to stay away from people. Slow down and be a family man, what you were taught to be. And y'all learn each other. See if you even like each other. You know?
I don't like her.
Like me and Mike, you know, it'll be our 40th anniversary on Saturday. We've been married 40 years and been together 44 years. And you know, Uncle Tony saved my life, though. Uncle Tony saved my life. Before Mike went to career, I had gotten, well, they said I was on cocaine and everything because we was coming from California. And I was on that tie stick. Ain't no good weed I had just started smoking. I ain't gonna tell no lie on that. So me and my nephew, we were in Michigan. We was at the club and I fell out. Next thing I know, I'm in the damn hospital looking up and he's talking about, hey, Ruby, you ready to be a mama? I'm looking at him, huh? Because Mike had to have surgery to get a baby. So I ain't thinking. So, they said, no, I'm doing cocaine and all that kind of stuff. And then the doctor said I had a kidney problem and all that stuff. So, you know, finally came down to it. I thought I had came on my period. And I heard it go plump in the chair. I was eating grits. And I said, Mama, I didn't came on my period. So then She said, that's good, baby, so maybe you stop hurting so much. So then I got this, after she left because I was doing fine. After she left, I got down like that. And then next thing I know, blood coming down, and I'm doing like this right here. So I tried to call team them. They didn't answer, so I called my brother and told him, help me. So I said, well, I can't go stinking. You know how you try to take a bath. So I didn't put off all my clothes. I got the shit dripping down me. Then next thing I know, I just fell out in it fell out in the bathtub. He got me. I was in a fetus position with a tub of blood, and about out of it. He took the shit, wrapped me up, rushed me to the emergency room. That doggone hood of that car was going whoop, 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 whoop. And then he took me in that emergency room like a baby, and he said, help my sister. And next thing you know, that woman, she said, it's been another hour, I'd have been dead. He said, yep, he saved my life. He literally saved my life. You know, so we always have had a close bond. But I tell you what, he would whoop your ass. We used to hate it when he had the babysitters. He'd be like, oh damn possum waiting on us to do something wrong. They'd be like, you know, I told you to whoop your ass for the day out. Do something wrong. And then I'd be like, well, I ain't gonna do nothing wrong. Then by the evening time, I'd be like, hell, I'm tired of acting. I gotta do something. Then I do something, next thing you know, he didn't come up there. What? He hold me like this right here, but yeah. And my cousin and me said, I told you. I'd be like, oh. When he was a sweet man, you know how they discriminate? You gotta have this funeral at the funeral home. So we don't have nobody coming from Michigan. So it's just, you know, I'm the only one coming out of town. So it's going to be Saturday at 2 o'clock. I'm glad. Yeah, I got to go. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah. Okay, I know he ain't been no more pain. You know, they discriminated against him because he didn't have an AIDS. So we had to go to school, they treated my brother ugly, a lot of them. treated him ugly. The nurses, aides and stuff, they think, down there they crazy, they think you gonna have it if you touch a person or something, It's just, they wouldn't treat it right.
We gotta get out of here.
Like they love nobody else either. People don't know what's going on.
I used to think that traditional disinfectants protected my family
gotta go to a home or something. So how many days do you
Sued and attacked.
Period. On site.
New Microban 24. Available in multi-purpose cleaner, sanitizing spray, and bathroom cleaner. At Olive Garden, we're all family here and want to help feed yours during this difficult time. So we brought back buy one, take one, now for Carside to go. Choose one favorite and get another on us for 2 nights of comforting food. Only at Olive Garden.
Hey, can I get Cox Gigablast in my new house? Yes. Oh.
And my grass home?
Yes, ma'am. My glass home, indeed. Oh, really? Get Cox Internet Preferred starting at $44.99 a month for up to 150 megs. And upgrade to Gigablast. How about you betcha. Woo! And my dog cat? Yes.
And yes.
Get Cox Internet Preferred starting at $44.99 a month for up to 150 megs. Panoramic Wi-Fi and a free Pro install.
Okay,
Hey, but they give y'all the $600 at one time, or do you get it every time you get your unemployment?
They say you get $600 every week that they send the tax. Like every week that they send whatever they gonna send, you get an additional $600.
Like I said, like you just chill out and enjoy what you can enjoy while the time comes. Because when you gotta work, and get to know your family, and get some structure, and get your life together. Get yourself together. You go wherever you want to go. You go get you a good resume and get your head on right. You know, hell.
Because he's not making.
I got some stuff that I got from this. I paid $12 for this stuff that they great clip, and it's supposed to be for like what you doing with your hair and some kind of stuff. And I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna attack it. I'll do it right now. It's a horrible side effect. They getting ready to work $12. Monday night going to work, or Monday night going to work. They 7 days a week. You're going to be working 12-hour shifts. They got college stuff going with the job. So when he's coming back.
For what? But he don't, so that he won't have to be going out and they think he's coming back with it.
Everybody like that.
No, that's what I'm saying, so they will think he's not coming back.
They might even go to hospitals and you see their hospitals and wherever else they got to go.
Oh, because he don't work for Microsoft.
So they got to get 12 hours on and then they go sleep on the copy and they got something. They doing them like military. This stuff is crazy.
Oh my God.
Talking about Easter, opening everything back up. Don't you know diseases come out so quick? Because a lot of people ain't had the test, so they don't even know you got it. You ain't having no symptoms or nothing. And then I'm sorry, they ain't gonna make you take the vaccine that I don't want to take. They ain't get the vaccine.
I'm sorry. I didn't
just stay away from people that don't be around. The people that get it is the ones that be all the other people. They said this one person got it because they had wrote the Amtrak. That's how you got it to the Amtrak.
The train.
It's specific event that it should be limited to.
Oh, hell, can she even fly? She can't even fly. It's probably not, and if she do it, because right now they're not doing like where you just hop on a plane and go where you want to go. They're
checking temperatures and everything.
Yeah, they do all that, and not just that, like say flying from here to Tennessee, she may not get to where she want to get to. Like the closest airport that she would want to go to, that airport may not be accepting just regular travelers. No, that's what's going on. My cousin is in the military and he's stuck in Colorado and he's trying to get to North Carolina, but the closest airport for him to get dropped off at is in Atlanta. There's no airport for him to get dropped off at in North Carolina. Like not even in the whole state, they're not taking regular fly-ins. Like he can't, and he's not even a regular fly-in. He's in the military. Yeah, that's the only way you gonna keep there. Yeah, you know that's what happened with that Chad. He couldn't even fly from Colorado to what's her name?
I didn't even know.
If you're from Atlanta, you have to figure out traffic. Meaning you pay for a plane and then have to turn around and pay for.
That's crazy.
Damn it, no keys.
Tanya probably thought she was going to catch a flight and not
Yeah. She said, well, I guess I'll come with y'all.
Yeah, it's like shit. It ain't no, I was going to hop a flight and thought not to hop a flight. No. Tell it to another one. You need to fill up twice.
Clear behind us.
You buckled in?
Don't act like we don't want to do something that
When I finish this mission, we can go see a Walmart.
On the phone back in, was it 2016 or 2015?
Get it off camera. Now we just gotta get through town.
He's asking,
Without getting killed.
he's talking to Taylor about his son Venus and the line that he posted about Taylor. Taking the video to you. Like Taylor wins, this vindicates her in this ongoing battle.
So my next single, I wanted you to tweet it. It's a Good Friday. It's dropping as a Good Friday song. So that's why I'm calling you. That I wanted you to put the song out. It's gonna go Eminem a little bit. So can you brace yourself for a second?
But we need another way to defeat it.
Okay.
Well, I found an underground route that may be safer.
It's a way singing. You sound sad.
Great.
You guys are gonna be mean?
No, I don't think it's mean. So it says, to all my South Side that know me best, I feel like Taylor Swift might owe me sex.
That's not mean.
Okay.
The actual lyric was, I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. I made that bitch famous. And so there's been this whole back and forth over the last few years.
Okay, so what is she mad about? Because if she mad about the whole thing, then no, but you just said that was okay.
He never gave her a heads up. So they released that. They said, here's proof that he gave her a heads up. Then it was over the word bitch. And what Kim said last night was, hey, this was never a fight over whether or not he said the word bitch. We know he didn't say that. This is her team coming out and saying that Kanye never gave her a heads up, period.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, can we
don't have much time.
just bury it already?
Certainly gotta work that out for us.
I want to give this to Brad.
Believe me, I know.
Declare a winner, declare a loser, so we can move on from this finally, please.
Both sides make good points. It depends on whose side you're seeing it from. It really does.
In other words, this will sway nobody. If you're a Taylor fan, you still support Taylor. If you're Kim Kanye, you're still with that.
It doesn't sway anyone. The thing Kim said last night is there's bigger things to worry about right now. She wanted to squash this and move on.
Oh, please squash this and move on. Please squash this and move on. Thank you. Charles, let's take a break. All right, when we come back, we're going to be joined by our good buddy, Dr. Phil. We're going to talk to him today about what happens
Leon,
a couple months from now when we all have to try to,
when you're in there.
well,
I'll
when
still be
we all
tracking your
can be
movements,
back together,
but be
will we
careful.
want to be? Or we just getting used to isolation? Unconventional Wisdom is my new Fox 5 podcast. I sit down with reality TV stars, actors, and everybody in between. Everything is on the table.
I'm telling you, you gotta hear me.
Nothing is off limits. And just really say fun.
I would get mad if I started.
Unconventional Wisdom Fox 5 new podcast. Available now.
Accurate is open for sales and service, and we're offering 90 days to first payment on the purchase of any new Acura. Try the new TLX from only $179 per month, or choose 0% financing for 60 months. At Omega Acura, it's your
Faster internet that does all you expect and way more. That's Xfinity Internet. Get powerful Wi-Fi coverage that leaves no room behind. Now, Xfinity security is free, even tracking, giving you an added layer of network protection. So every device that's connected is protected. That's a $72.
There was no one at the controls.
No one else offers this.
On the
Faster speed,
express.
coverage, and free advanced security at an unbeatable value. Get the X5 Gateway and download the X5 app today.
They say at a certain age you just stop caring. I wonder what age that is. Simply Ageless with hyaluronic complex. Plumps upgrades for your basic and any age. From easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl.
Hi, I'm Sheree. Some of you may know me from the Brown House Hospital Potomac, and I'm on Dr. Atlas weight loss program. For someone like me who's on the go, travels a lot, the program is so easy to follow. I wasn't big on social media, but I'm being on there more and more now because I'm very, excited to take selfies all the time. It will work for you. Hi, I'm Dr. Atlas. To find out how you can lose up to a pound of fat per day and keep it off, call this number right now for your free no obligation appointment.
Protein, sugar, or taste? Why do we have to choose? Just choose Hood Cottage Cheese. With more protein than hummus and half the sugar of low-fat yogurt, you'll find endless combinations without compromise. Always good, always Hood. Now in 2 new flavors.
Acura is open for all your automotive needs. Purchase any new Acura and make no payments for 90 days. Try the new MDX for only $279 per month, or choose 0% financing for 60 months. At Omega Acura, it's your
Stay ahead with us for the coronavirus crisis. A live Fox 5 special with Governor Hogan tonight at 7 p.m.
Welcome back to TMZ Live. We have been talking about all these the ways that your life has changed, and It is considerable in a lot of different parts of your life. But it's not going to be this way forever. But it may be that way for a couple months or 3 months. Yes, definitely. But at some point, we're going to start to shift back to closer to what we were before this pandemic. And that isn't necessarily going to be an easy thing for everyone. And, you know, the issue is, how are people coming out of this? Are they coming out of it still social, craving to socialize? Or are they coming out of it very solitary? So let's bring in Dr. Phil, because there, as far as I'm concerned, there is nobody who can put all of this together psychologically any better than him. Dr. Phil, I have been thinking about this a lot over the weekend. When we are over this, maybe in 3 months or whatever it is, and people have isolated, I mean, are people going to crave socializing again and going out and really being more social than ever? Or are they going to almost feel like they've cocooned themselves for so long that they're afraid?
You know, I think once we turn the spigot back on and people start going to work, I think there's going to be a lot of pent-up demand. And we're saying that about the economy. I think you're going to see it psychologically as well. And, you know, right now, we have a lot of forced togetherness. And if you look at what's down the road ahead of us, look at China, for example. They're maybe, 1 month, 2 months ahead of us. And we've seen a real big uptick in divorce activity in China because people were jammed together. And I've always said, crises don't make heroes. Crises reveal who you really are. So if a crisis happens and a hero is revealed, that person was a hero before the crisis. If a crisis happens and a marriage falls apart, then that marriage was probably in trouble before the crisis. And if you get people that are jammed together and they really get cabin fever, and then you lift those restrictions, those people are going to really want to go out and start doing things all over again. They're going to start going out and shopping, going out to the malls, going out and doing things. I think we're going to see people a little scared.
I'm beating the Sonic game. It is very easy. I went to the fighting Dr. Eggman and I just fought him with only two hits.
Show more how it's done.
I am.
Risk for having this disease, in terms of the severity of having this disease. So I think once they realize they're not putting other people at risk, they're going to get back out there and start living again, and they're going to do it probably with a lot of energy.
What you said is really alarming about divorce, and I get your point that it kind of shows who everybody is, but at the same time, sometimes people artificially go crazy when they're in close quarters. So this could sink relationships that might otherwise survive.
And that's really true. And you can really predict who's going to do it. If you listen in on a particular marriage, let's say we bought the house and listen in on a particular marriage, if there are 5 positive comments for every negative comment that goes on in that house, that is a solid marriage that's going to make it. If on the other hand, you see things that are character assassination, things that aren't really about the topic, you get into a dispute and the first thing you hear is, "You're just like your mother." Things like that. Let me tell you, you can predict with 95% accuracy that marriage is headed for divorce. So there are ways to predict which ones are going to do well and which ones are not. And listening within about 10 minutes during the conflict, you can predict with 95% accuracy if that marriage is headed for divorce or not.
Wow. So is the maximum familiarity breeds absolute truth?
It is somewhat true because people are not really used to this much togetherness in the foundation. They actually enjoy this time together.
I said that's why we're not married, because we be divorced every day already.
I wish we had time to spend together and share together, and those are going to really flourish. So it's really going to divide relationships between those that are solid and those that are really on shaky ground. It's just going to magnify those differences between the relationships.
It's really interesting. Hey, Phil, we love having you on. Thank you so much.
Listen, I enjoy it. You guys, I'm really glad to see you're continuing doing this, even though we have to use a little different technology to do it. So I appreciate you having me on.
Charles, let's take a break.
Yeah, when we come back, someone Dr. Phil knows very well, Oprah, has a message for Stedman. Seems she thinks Stedman was not taking this coronavirus very seriously.
So let me give you a hint. Let me give you a hint of where Stedman is. Rough.
Oh man.
Why use an outdated way to find the best price on your next vehicle when you can stay up to date on the lowest prices online and fast with Chic?
I want to have a look around.
Oh my
Lift me up on top.
There's a reason one serum is sold every minute. Provided with hyaluronic acid serum with our highest concentration of hyaluronic acid, visibly replumps skin and reduces wrinkles. Revitalift hyaluronic acid serum from L'Oreal.
After my car accident, I didn't know I could get money for the time I missed from work. I didn't know the insurance company would try to pay me as little as possible.
We do know. Call 1-800-LAWYERS or visit youhavealawyer.com. If you have a phone, you have a lawyer.
When it comes to using data, everyone is different, which is why Xfinity Mobile created a different kind of wireless network. One that saves you money by letting you design your own data, giving you more choice and control compared to other top wireless carriers. Now you can choose unlimited, shared data, or mix lines of each and switch any line, anytime. No one else lets you do that. Design your own data with Xfinity Mobile. It's wireless reimagined. Simple, easy, awesome.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something you're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. They help restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture. We've got to have each other's backs. CeraVe, now the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand.
And we've upgraded her with a sonic shield and holographic wrapping from
Impressive.
There is one more thing.
JP's Dirty Bar.
Here's the deal. With the Drive Safe and Save app, we'll also get rewarded for being a safe driver.
Now that is an upgrade.
well, very safe and stay far. As usual.
When you want the real deal, I can give you safe on safe.
Right now, get free delivery on any order from the Popeyes app. That's any of our favorites, from our crispy chicken to our signature sides, straight to your door. It's that chicken you love, delivered for free.
Love that chicken from Popeyes. You wouldn't shuffle through a Rolodex to find a number, so why would you choose an outdated way to find your vehicle? Stay up to date on the Mid-Atlantic's largest selection with Sheiky's Easy Search. It's easy at Sheiky. Sheiky.com.
Welcome back to TMZ Live. Stedman, what are you doing? What are you doing, Stedman? Oprah herself is actually calling out Stedman for doing something we've been talking about this whole show. Apparently not really taking the coronavirus pandemic too seriously, at least in Oprah's eyes. And now...
Stedman is in the doghouse. Now, the doghouse in Montecito, California is probably a really nice doghouse.
Like if they could call me right now. I'm in it. I will be there.
This is a little bit of what it looks like on the Oprah homestead.
How you doing? We put the meals at the door right there. Early in the morning.
Simply like that.
Well, I see on YouTube, but bad shape. From Chicago to Los Angeles in the midst of all of this. And then you come home and you think things are just going to be regular, like because she's upset, but it's like, she's Oprah, she has to protect herself. Like, you get flu during the coronavirus outbreak, like you get flu commercial. I didn't want to bash on the crime commercial. I didn't want to say that, but since we're there, we get crime American.
But again, just explore the video real quick, Reagan? Look at that doghouse. Who would want that doghouse? Really? Charles, did you see the dog down there?
You made it. You can reach the street level from here.
What are conditions like up there?
The dog saying, "Stanley, get out of my
It's
house."
gotten pretty bad. Hell on earth isn't much of a
Hi, my name
stretch.
is Dana from Trenton, New Jersey, and I wanted to comment on Oprah's statement. I'm with Oprah. She had every right to kick him to the curb. I mean, doghouse, the guest house. If you don't want to take the coronavirus seriously, then he needs to be separated, especially since she has pre-existing conditions. So I totally
Have to
agree
cross
with
that part of
her
town to
for
get to
kicking
the
him to the
cathedral.
curb.
Keep your eyes open in case you run into trouble.
What else are you guys going to talk about?
Hi, I'm Daisha from Texas, and I'm talking about the Lieutenant Governor. Sorry, Lieutenant Governor of Texas.
Helena, car!
I think that he said was very careless. I don't think the seniors should risk their lives, and none of us should be just social distancing quite yet, because as soon as we all come together, that's when all of us are going to be sick at the same time.
So my name's Jeff Romani. I'm from Sheriff, Indiana. I think Chris is a Dak Shepard doing a great thing by letting the teams slip rent-free right now. So, I mean, we don't know what's going on, and they should be held accountable for that. Yeah, and then when you say held accountable, if they don't have an obligation to do it, they did it because they want to help. And
Hold on, I'll get you out.
Take a break. All right, when we come back, if you were concerned, just in case, if you were concerned about Ben Affleck during the pandemic, you see what he's doing to ride it out.
Spring into savings at Olinka Chevrolet. Take advantage of fresh deals on new Chevys and save over $9,000 off MSRP on the 2020 Blazer or lease the 2020 Malibu for only $249 a month. Come see us in Chantilly today.
Open your eyes to Bambi Eye. L'Oreal Paris' new Bambi Eye mascara. A wide-eye brush with a black velvet texture to open and curl up every lash without clumps. For an instant eye-opening result. New Bambi Eye mascara by L'Oreal Paris.
Or worth it. Or stopped. Sometimes. Or stopped. L'Oreal Age Perfect Rosy Tone Moisturizer. Increases cell renewal. Boosts skin's rosy tone instantly. Age Perfect Rosy Tone from L'Oreal Paris. And it's still worth it.
Roger.
If I could do one thing, I'd make sure that but my girlfriend likes to say,
Don't just talk about it, be about it.
we're about to the census.
Because when everyone gets counted on the census, it helps inform public funding in our neighborhood for the next 10 years.
So we'll just talk about it.
Be about it.
Complete the census online, by phone, or by mail. Shape your future. Start here at 2020census.gov.
Improve your
What is a good that? What is a I don't do it the one that I don't do the multiple level because you get to L. That's how you can say after the food. It'll be all over if you got a lot going on. Sure.
Only if we wait here. Come on.
Yeah. Me and Mike are getting that strong.
These days, you need faster internet that does
Wait,
all
me
your
and Mike on the seatbelt.
Not going that way.
Get out.
And now, next 5 minutes.
Did you hear him, Mike?
Even like it.
Him and Lundy is talking on the game. And I was like, good job. You talking about something me and Lundy earn a treat, though.
Oh, God.
Eat anything, Mike. Get your child.
Coverage and free band security and an unbeatable value. Get the XI moving and download the XI app today.
Spring into savings during truck month.
Good idea. Indoors as much as possible.
Like 0%
catch our
APR
breath.
on the 2020 Silverado or lease the 2020 Equinox for only $239 a month. Come see us in Chantilly today.
Welcome back to TMZ Live. Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas. You know it's new love when there's a pandemic going on and you're still smiling through it all. They were out for a walk, walking her dog in L.A., looking like there's not a concern in the world because, hey, this is all new for them.
Yeah, you know, Charles, they're in that honeymoon phase of the relationship. This is new for them. They look very happy, very unbothered by
the whole global pandemic that's going on, I think this is a key. This is a big deal, guys, because this shows that they are probably quarantining together. Otherwise, it's this terrible social distancing.
Right.
So this could mean things are far more serious than we thought, than we expected.
Serious in what sense?
That it's not just a casual thing where we're seeing each other.
Hey, guys, stay safe, everybody. Listen to scientists, not politicians. We'll see you tomorrow.
The marriage was contested by your family.
Yes, Your Honor.
Her father's wedding was suspicious.
They lived at home with Miss Hershey.
Yes.
As a couple.
No.
As a what?
As a friend.
Baloney.
And his death made it more suspect.
Did your father leave any money when he died?
Yes, he...
How much money?
$130,000.
I'm just figuring out what's going on.
This is Judge Judy. Carolyn Brady is suing her ex-stepmother, Holly Hershey, and Holly's roommate, Daniel Kenny, for the return or value of stolen property, as well as property damage.
This case number 420 on the calendar. Brady versus Garcia and Kenny.
Thank you.
Judge Bryson was sworn in. You may be seated. Folks, have a seat, please.
Miss Brady, when did your father pass away?
October 12, 2018.
It's a long time ago.
Yes, Your Honor.
What took you so long to get to a court?
We had to go through probate.
Did you finish the probate process?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you have a judge there?
Yes.
And you went through proceedings as to who gets what?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll get back to that in a moment. This is what the case is about. He passed away, according to what I read, he was 75.
Yes.
And when he passed away, was he in a nursing home?
Yes.
How long had he been there?
A little over 3 months.
Prior to that, he lived at home.
Yes.
And he lived at home with Miss Hershey.
Yes.
Miss Hershey, how long had you lived with your father's first name?
Miller.
How long had you lived with Miller?
15 years.
Great. Like nails on a chalkboard.
There was what?
An automobile accident where we were both injured and had to be separated for a while in 2012.
When you moved into the house, you moved into the house in what capacity?
As a dating couple.
Where did you meet?
I worked for him. I managed his car lot.
And that's what he did for a living? Your father had a car lot?
Yes.
How long had you managed his car lot?
3 years.
After you moved into his house, 12 or 15 years ago, did you continue to work in the car lot? Did he?
No, we closed.
So the car lot closed. And that was 15 years ago, so he was over. Of course he was. He was a pretty young man. He was in his 60s. Did he work?
No, he just decided it was time to retire.
And did he have enough money to retire?
Yes.
Did you work at all?
No.
When did Miller become ill?
This illness came at the end of 2017.
What was the nature of the illness?
Mainly everything. Complications with his diabetes. It seemed like everything was shutting down. And that's when we started realizing, and I kept urging him to go get his lungs checked.
Okay. Now, Miss Brady, your father had car business.
Yes.
Were you close with your father?
Very close.
And do you recall Miss Hershey working in his car business?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, so she did, in fact, work for him.
Yes.
Long before she moved in.
Yes.
And when she moved in, he subsequently closed the business.
Yes.
In what year did he close the business?
I want to say my father was there in probably 2010.
So from 2010 until he was in a car accident in 2012, Miss Hershey lived with your father.
Yes.
As a couple?
No.
As a what?
As a friend.
Baloney.
No, they did not have the same bedroom. They did not share the same bedroom. No. Your
Just
Honor.
a second. Just a second. Were your mother and father divorced?
Yes, Your Honor.
In what year?
1976.
Did your father ever remarry?
No, Your Honor.
So the only other long-term relationship that your father had, female long-term relationship with somebody who lived in his house, was Miss Hershey from 2010 until the time he was put in a nursing home.
No, Your Honor, she did not live there the whole time.
When did she move?
They were in a car accident in 2012.
That's what she said.
Okay. And I came from Tampa and had to nurse my father back to health. And she was removed from the hospital.
Survivor, come on. You have to help.
All those years from 2000.
Had Miss Hershey been in the hospital?
No, she was banned from the hospital.
Where the hell is it coming from?
So she was not injured.
First day at the hospital.
You say she was banned from the hospital by
my family and
the hospitals don't ban her. Your family decided that she should not go to the hospital.
I don't need you slowing me down.
I'm just figuring out what's going on.
Who made you the leader?
Then you came to take care of your father. And after you had Miss Hershey banned from the hospital, you and your family, at some point you left your father in the house. At some point you left him.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah. In what year did you leave him?
2013, just to another place in Gainesville. I still remain close to my father.
Aim for the head. You're a cop, right? Handle a gun. My first game, man. What can I aim it on?
You left into the house in 2013. And from 2013 went into a nursing home. Were you in the house? It's either yes or no.
No.
When did you leave the house?
I left the house in 2015. I was injured. I had to have surgery. He cared for me, so I was staying at my parents' place, and it was close. And he brought me back this week.
2015. Did you ever move back into the house?
Yes.
Someone shoot the gas! We can blow these things to kingdom come!
2015. Now, the gentleman standing next to you, his name is Daniel.
Yes.
Who is he?
He was my roommate. He lived in this place, and after my husband died, he had nowhere to go. I had no way to pay bills.
Just a second. He lived there before.
Not in my home.
Did you ever live in a home with Miller? No. Do you live together now? In the house? Don't speak.
Yes, I live with them.
Hey, come on. It's safer here.
From him.
Who's him?
There's a gunshot in the head.
The gentleman over there. James Gray. Her wife, his husband.
What do you think?
Yes.
So you lived with plaintiff and her husband for a year.
Yes.
In whose house?
Theirs.
In their house. What year was that?
2017.
So you know who Daniel is?
Yes, Your Honor.
And he lived with you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Whose friend was he?
He was my husband's, James.
Did you charge him rent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did he pay rent?
No, Your Honor.
Never.
In that year, probably about 3 times.
But you still let him stay.
Yes.
And then when he left, he went and stayed with you in 2017. So he did stay in the house.
No, Your Honor. He didn't stay with me until after my husband's death.
He died in 2018?
Yes.
Where are the two of you living now?
I am living.
What does he think we are?
Exterminators? He's running a room somewhere. I'm not even exactly sure where.
Okay. Did your father leave any money when he died?
Yes,
How much money?
$130,000. But it was shared between my sister and I in a property.
Just
Yes, sir.
And what about the house?
We had to take it through probate, and we got rewarded the house. Holly was denied spousal route.
Just answer my question.
Yes, Your Honor.
The house was awarded to you and your sister.
Yes, Your Honor.
Was it sold?
No, not yet.
Who's living there?
No one.
When was probate concluded?
October 15, 2019.
Have you put the house on the market?
Yes, Your Honor.
In what month did you put it on?
February this year.
How much did you list the house for?
$179,900.
Now, at some point, Miss Hershey, you and plaintiff's father engaged in a marriage ceremony.
Yes.
Month and year.
August 30th, 2018.
Where was he living at the time?
He was in the facility, the nursing home.
Take my hand!
Well, this particular one wants his insurance.
Are you okay?
They wouldn't let me stay with them. And the previous one, I lived with
What,
them.
crazy? Spare the heroic! She's just throwing us down
I
anyway!
gather, Miss Brady,
What's the matter with you? She's your girlfriend,
it's
isn't
not my
she?
business. The marriage was contested
Yes.
by your family.
Yes, Your Honor.
And another court nullified that marriage.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you were born in the house. And Miss Hershey and Mr. Kenny, who had been living there, left. And it is your claim that they took things that didn't belong to them.
Yes, Your Honor.
What things are you claiming that they took that didn't belong to them?
Pool sticks, an option for an oxygen tank, my dad's shoes and clothes, everything was removed.
No. Shoes and clothes and everything are two different
I'm
things.
sorry. Baseball cap, pool sticks, a room to go cap.
Just like you started with pool sticks first, and then we met pool sticks. How many pool tables did your father have?
He didn't have a pool table, but he used to play pool all the time and had 4 pool sticks.
Who cares? You should care.
Shit, my gun's jammed!
You have your father's albums?
Give me your gun!
After they left the house, did you look for pictures?
Yes, Your Honor, of course.
Did you
You
find
idiots
any?
can fight it out if you want!
Do you have any
I'll get the hell out of here!
albums?
Nothing.
Maybe he wasn't a big picture.
Not at all.
That might have been any of the papers, things, family things that are irreplaceable.
His yearbooks I left there.
His yearbook.
Annuals, yes. And there were some photographs in there also.
And you left them in the house?
Yes, in his top dresser drawer.
So far, I'm not interested in anything at all that you're talking about. Anything
Never.
else that you claim that they took?
Just everything that belongs to my father that should he went to his children.
Just a second. First of all, did you raise any of these things in probate court? That's your place to raise it. Where's all of this stuff? Did you raise any of these things in probate court? That's my question. That's either a yes or no.
Yes, those were discussed, Your Honor.
And was there a ruling on it?
Yes, nothing was supposed to be removed from my father's house.
Just a second. I'd like to see the order. Were you present during this hearing?
Yes.
Okay, so the court took testimony from both of you, and the court made certain determinations denying your rights as a spouse to claim any rights under the estate because there was a will which provided that the decedent left everything to his 2 daughters. And the 2 words that the plaintiff is relying on is that you shall not receive any benefit of the foreign probate as status of a wife, including the right to homestead, exempt personal property. So I'm assuming personal property is what you're talking about.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And later today.
Why would you think I would give you another $5,000, which means this car that an insurance company agreed was worth $5,600. All of a sudden you think it's worth $10,000.
Get the hell away from me!
Doesn't that sound ridiculous? Have better things to do than be ridiculous.
Fox 5 is keeping the continent informed about the coronavirus. Stay with us for the coronavirus crisis. By Fox 5. Tonight at 7 p.m.
Why use an outdated way to find the best price on your next vehicle? When you can stay up to date with lowest prices online and fast with Sheely's Easy Price.
I'm almost there. I'm almost at the next chapter.
This is why you do it. The big smiles of the world by this brand. Kinder Joy is the greatest one. Now with new surprises just for Easter. Surprise goes a long way.
Can I get Cox Giga Blast in my new house? Yes.
And my brown
Get Cox Internet Preferred starting at $44.99 a month for up to 150 megs. And upgrade to Giga Blast.
How about my log cabin?
You betcha.
And my dog cabin?
Yes.
And yes.
Get Cox Internet Preferred starting at $44.99 a month for up to 150 megs, including panoramic Wi-Fi
Time being.
and free Pro install.
Floor's clear.
Yes.
Want to let us in now?
Hi, my name's Chris. I've lost 40 pounds on Dr. Atwood's weight loss program in about 2 months. I proudly gave up my handicap parking pass. My clothes fit better. I feel better. And I don't fight to be in the back row anymore. Now I'm very comfortable to sit in the front row again. It will work for you.
Hi,
I'm Dr. Al. To find out how you can lose up to a pound of fat per day
And keep it all.
call this number right now for your free no obligation appointment.
Nice work, Captain. Good news is, I got some folks coming for me in the bus.
And everyone is watching. You've been anticipating this moment since the last time you came to Uncle Julio's.
Heard it on the radio.
That's a big hit. Smashing a chocolate piñata. Make fresh memories only at Uncle Julio's.
I was having a lot of sinus infections. My sinuses were
Japanese
clogged, pressure, headaches.
Linda suffered for years with chronic sinus infections, but now her issues are gone. A minimally invasive procedure in the office of Capital Free Sinus and Allergy. Call balloon sinuplasty.
I would do it again in a heartbeat. And I would definitely recommend it.
If you suffer with chronic sinus infections, set an appointment with Capital Free Sinus and Allergy.
To match your flow. Only the Max Pearl makes 5. So if it hurts to remove, go down a size. Leaking, go up 1. And every size has our leak guard braid for backup protection. Find your flow combo. Example.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy.
Breaking stones. And Holly's roommate, Daniel Kennedy, stole damaged property
Come on,
at
people!
her father's home. The defendants are
You did what?
I finished the sales level, but then there's a Sonic one, and the Sonic one's kind of hard because I'm doing the right thing, but it's like, no, you're not doing the right thing, and I keep on knifing them.
You know more than Sonic Expert.
What?
You know more than Sonic Expert. What the fuck is that?
What the heck is that? I'm out of here.
An extra large now?
What's next?
June thinks that she's never branded new. Yes, Aaron.
The case is dismissed. These 15 years.
We're gonna bring this whole place down on us.
The defendant, some sort of credible cause. You didn't let them know that. Neither do you. Judge took testimony of reaching from her part to pursue marriage was in dissemination of marriage documents which were secured peaceably action when he was gone. Judge found that to be overreaching. You were there every day, didn't you? No, you were not there every day for the past 15 years. You were not there every day. Some days you were there when he was sick. You went and took care of him, and you were not there every day. She worked for him, and it's sort of odd to think that when he decided to retire, somebody that he had working for him, he took into his house, and there was nothing wrong with him then. He took into his house a sort of a roommate, but she came back and forth, so you don't know what their relationship was. It's time to stop being petty, move on. Your case is dismissed, we're done.
Your Honor, we have a countersuit. She put a restraining order on me.
She put a restraining order on you to get you out of the house.
Yes.
Instead of